Hi, I'm Tim Spann, Developer Advocate at StreamNative. This is the Data on Kubernetes, my talk here. I'm going to be in Valencia the week. I'll be talking tomorrow at HPC Batch Day. Today we're talking about serverless event streaming, applications as functions on Kubernetes. I couldn't have thought of a longer title if you gave me money. So underneath all this is Apache Pulsar. It's cloud native, designed to run on Kubernetes, does messaging and event streaming, which are two different things. Message queuing, we want to do work queues. I want to distribute asynchronously bits of work, events, messages, data, and I don't care about order. Streaming, I care about order. That's really when you think of Kafka, Kinesis, I do exactly once, I want to do CDC, those sort of workloads. What's nice is Pulsar Cluster is very clean, separation of concerns, easy to scale up independently, different pods in Kubernetes. Spin up Zookeeper, we now support etcd and RocksDB, and more options coming there to handle the metadata. Brokers are where we do the things like handling messaging, who goes where, routing, that sort of fun stuff. And then bookies do the storage, and those nodes are, is where our data is. Now functions, what we're talking about today, run in Pulsar. Now they can run on those brokers, they can run locally, they can run in Docker containers, but more importantly for today, they can run in pods. We've designed Helm charts and other things to make this really easy. What's nice with functions are, don't have to do much infrastructure. You write a little bit of code and I'll show you that. Topics come in as many as you want. Your function gets those events, does something with them, automatically can hook up to logs and to output topics, or within your code, you can decide how you want to route things. And you can dynamically create topics on the fly if you need to. What's nice, support for multiple languages, pretty much the key cloud language. Much housework that you have to do here. You set up a class, you import function from Pulsar. You have to have this process here with self, input, and context. Input is that event or message or payload that comes from, the topic, that's your message. You could have schemas on that or not. Here, I'm just parsing it because it's JSON. I call my sentiment analysis, get my results back. For me, I'm just creating a Python row, turn it into JSON, return that JSON, goes into my output topic, done. Source code is all there, really simple. I could have done it in Go, could have done it in Java. Obviously could have called much more complex models or done any kind of coding in here that you need to. Call existing libraries, what have you, but pretty easy. If I have an attached, model there in whatever kind of binary format that may be, I could just call it from this code and have that as your start off point. Pretty straightforward, but with function mesh, it handles all that setup for you. It also lets you deploy pre-built components we have to get sources and syncs from different databases, different messaging systems, all those sort of things. Very nice. Makes it very easy for you to deploy these functions. If you're going to do that Kubernetes deploy, pretty straightforward. Couple YAML files, go into kube control, boom, pop it out there. We give you the operators, we give you all this stuff, and a pretty good website to just step through it and run this. It's not much heavy lifting, but you get a lot of value out of it. Easy for you to execute these functions. Now, you may not have heard of Pulsar, but probably you've heard of Kafka. If that's the case, Pulsar has a plugin that does a full protocol handler, which is on par with the Pulsar one. So I can add Pulsar as functionality within my cloud platform. What's nice is you can mix and match. So I can produce data with Pulsar, then read it with Kafka, produce it with Kafka, read it from Pulsar. Once something is in a topic, anybody, any kind of consumer, whether it's Kafka, Pulsar, AMQP, MQTT, WebSockets can just read it. Very straightforward, easy to do. And there's a ton of other protocol handlers that you could just plug in and start adding additional messaging protocols, which is pretty awesome. Now, if you want to see some of this really deeper dive, then I've got my couple of minutes here, got a recorded webinar on building microservices with Pulsar and show how all of them interact. And we have articles on the same. Got some links to some things that'll help you out, where to get the charts, where to get the details on the Helm charts, where StreamNative's cloud is. You can take a look. And there's a nice article that someone wrote on step-by-step going through it. If you want to learn more about Pulsar, there's a free training academy at StreamNative. Just go to academystreamnative.io. I release a framework I call FlipStack that is combining Flink and Pulsar and some other tools together using open source to make streaming easy. Pretty nice thing there. I'm going to be at KubeCon the whole week. Stop by my booth, ask me questions, say hi, get some swag. I'm going to be right over by the food in booth S91. In the few minutes left, we'll get these slides, but I want to make sure we get to the very simple demo here. Now, this doesn't look like much. Let me reload this, make the screen fresh here, unless I crash this, because I only have 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm just going to put in my name, and I'm going to have a question here for the sentiment analysis. Is KubeCon the best conference ever? Oh, let's see what it says here. Oh, let's go by publishing time so you can see the new records coming in. It's saying yes. I have a positive statement there. This is just doing SNLP in there. But what's cool is this is a single page web app. No fancy coding here. Simple JavaScript makes a WebSocket call to Pulsar, sends that data as JSON. That data goes into a topic, and that topic gets read by this function. That comes in, we check the comment, run the Vader sentiment on it, and return a new record with a comment and other fields. This table here, as a WebSocket consumer, is reading that information and puts that back there. It will be sad when the conference is over and we are not in sunny Spain anymore. It's raining where I'm recording this right now. But I'll be at the after party if you have questions, and I'll be at the booth. Definitely come by. We've got cool stuff working out in the Pulsar community. And again, like I said, it's really easy to write a simple application here, and have it stream data and spin up a cluster on the fly. Very easy to do that with Kubernetes and your favorite DevOps tools there. I hope you enjoyed my little demo here. Again, I have some extra slides, but I think we are out of time. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If not, sorry about that. We have a longer talk at the booth, and I'll have another talk tomorrow at HPC. It's about the same length. Hopefully you get enough out of it. Thanks for joining me. See you later.